Good afternoon. I am Preston with Spectronics Learning Lab, and we are getting started today with the LEGO Science K through 12 kit. This just arrived in the mail, and we wanted to create a video that would show you exactly how this whole thing works. So let me adjust my volume real quick. I think you can hear me okay. I hope so. I hope it's hearing me. We are doing the LEGO Science K through 2 kit. There are some other kits that are going to be coming out in September for grades 3 through 5, as well as 6 through 8. But today we're starting with the K through 2. And in this video, we're going to take you from receiving your kit in the mail or placing your order for a kit to being able to access all the lessons like a teacher or a parent would access, as well as organizing the kit whenever it arrives so that it's ready for students. And then finally, we'll do a sample lesson together so you can see this kit in action and see if it's right for you and get your thoughts on it. Let's dive in, and I want to try to show you what your case looks like. And so this is the case, and it says do not cut with a razor. And there's a good reason for that. And that is because all of your directions are right on top of the box. But actually, before we do that, I want us to go to teach.legoeducation.com. So if you are using this for the very first time, you should go to teach.legoeducation.com, and that will look like this screen when you get there. And you'll need to create an account. Let's see, are we there? Yeah, log in to get started or create a free LEGO account. So again, this is teach.legoeducation.com. And when you go there, it's going to ask you to accept the cookie policy. And then it'll ask you to sign in if you've ever signed in before with a LEGO account. And you can use a personal account if you want, or you can use your classroom teaching account, or you can create a free LEGO account. And so then you'll get logged in to get up and running with this. I'm going to get signed into my account really quick so you can see what it looks like when you are signed in as a teacher. Once you've created your account and gotten signed in, your website will look like this at teach.legoeducation.com. And we are going to go to Get Started, and this is where you'll find your lessons. We'll go in a little bit more detail on where you can find all the lessons. You just click Science Lessons right there. And you can filter it out by what grades you want to be working with. I am working with grades K through 2 today, so I'll filter by those. And it gives us about 40 lessons. There's about 13 lessons for each grade level, one for kindergarten, for first grade, and for second grade. And I'm not sure where that 40th lesson is, but it's in there somewhere. But this is how you would see those lessons, and you can go pick the lesson that matches with you. Or if you know you're doing earth and space science, physical science, or life science, you can just filter out by those particular lessons. It's time for us to open up our kit now. And when they ship this, your kit goes all the way to the top. So they're not joking when they say, be careful, don't use a razor to open this up. And the reason is right at the very top are all of your instruction books. Now, I very gently did that with a pair of scissors, and you'll open it up, and right inside you'll have your LEGO Science Kit. So you'll have your invoice up at the top, and then you can just take this right out, and I'm going to toss this box down onto the ground. There's a thick section up here at the very top. This is where all of the instruction kits are. So you should be able to see that. And down on the bottom, there is some tape that we will cut, and it'll let us open this box right up. So we flip this open, and then we have our science kit, as well as this box, or this bag of directions. I recommend when you get this science kit, you just open those directions up. If you want, you can keep them all together. And these are labeled A1, A2, and A3. A1 is for your 5-year-olds or your kindergartners. A2 is for your first graders or your 6th graders. And then A3 is for your 2nd graders. I'm going to be using the A3 one today. But those are your directions. So I'm going to keep my A3 kit out. And I'm going to put my A1 and my A2 back in the box. So we won't need that for what we're doing today. And now we're ready to open up our science kit. I'm going to put a camera right on that. And so this is what your kit looks like. We've used the Spike Essential kits and Spike Prime kits several times. This is a little different than those kits. You're going to get a QR code that tells you to go to teach.legoeducation.com. That's where those lessons will be. Right over here, you have your computer unit or your hardware. There we go. That matched up. So this is what the hardware looks like that this kit comes with, and it has some motors on it. It has a light and a button on the top, as well as a USB-C charging port there at the very top. But as soon as you take that out of your case, you can take out this piece of paper and you can throw that insert away. On our piece of paper that this kit came with, it's going to show us how to organize our kit. And so we have our cable, and I'm going to keep that in the same one as my hub. It's a USB-C cable. We have lots of warning labels or directions. Just toss those somewhere. And we've got this big open space. Lego included a divider for you. So make sure you have this little insert pointing down, and you can choose a spot to slide this divider down into your box to make a big area and a smaller area. And then inside, we can open up each of our bags to organize everything. So I want my blue and purple pieces. I'm going to actually turn this around now. Yeah, like that. I want my blue and purple pieces to go into this big spot right in the front. So I'm going to open up bag 1 and I think 2 to pour in there. Some of those other Lego education kits came with stickers that showed you exactly where everything goes. This is more up to you, it seems. Next, we are going to put our brown pieces into this smaller section back here. I will move these over. Yellow and pink can go together. And finally, we can get to our wheels, our gray pieces, and our white pieces. I'm going to put all those onto the other side. That's bag 7 and bag 6. Our white and gray pieces together. And then finally, we get to a very final bag. This one doesn't seem to have any label on it, but it has our wheels on it, some larger pieces. So that I'm going to put down into, use some scissors to open it because this bag's a different material. And I'm going to put all that into, I think, with the whites and then I'll move these brown pieces over. And that looks like a fairly organized kit, ready to go. Next thing you might want to do is plug in your hardware using that USB-C cable. And that way it can go ahead and start charging so that it's ready to be used when you do these lessons with students. Now we want to find our very first lesson to use with students. So we want to go back to that Lego Education website, teach.legoeducation.com, and I'm going to click on Get Started. And under Get Started, we're going to go to a preview lesson for grades K through 2. And we're ready to view this lesson. When you view a lesson, if you're a parent or if you're a teacher, you click on the lesson and this is what you end up with. You end up with an option for a classroom presentation as well as facilitation notes. So I brought in 2 students. You guys can move that box out of the way. And I'm going to turn this over to them now. And they're going to be my students. They're going to go through the lesson together. I'm going to turn their microphones on so that you should be able to hear them now. And we are going to click on Classroom Presentation. When you get into your classroom presentation, it is going to show you first a teacher page or something you can show administrators, or if you're doing this for a homeschool class, you can take a look at this page and it'll show you what standards and what things your students should be able to do. So we are doing a 2nd grade lesson called Beach House Builder. Students will compare solutions designed to slow or prevent water from changing the land. And here's our first slide that should face our students. There we go. Beach House Builder. So guys, how can you keep a house by the ocean safe?
Put it on stilts.
Concrete.
Put concrete down.
Let's check it out. All right, buddy. Can you read that for me?
An architect is planning a new beach house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. She wants to test what could happen when the waves crash into the soil below the house.
Guys, I see that architect is highlighted. What is an architect?
Well, an architect is somebody that builds houses.
Not just houses, many different buildings and structures.
I'm going to scoot over a little bit so you guys both can be in the picture. Absolutely. And if you click on architect, you can make a definition pop up on the screen. So a person who designs houses and buildings. Boys, you gave great answers. It's exactly what an architect is. It's time now for us to get our directions out. And we are using book A3, which is for those 2nd grade classrooms. And we're going to go to page 76. Now, I want each of you to pick out 2 minifigures. I have 4 minifigures total. I want you to pick out 2 minifigures, a blue minifig and a green minifig, or a red minifig and a yellow minifig. And so this is our first time using this kit, so you guys will probably have to build it. So we'll switch over to the overhead camera so that you guys can show off what's going on. And go ahead and build your characters. Once you have your characters built, I'm going to start the timer and we will start building our house on the beach with our model of how erosion is going to happen. All right, so you still need green pants and a green head. Here's a green head.
Okay, and a red head.
We're looking for a red minifigure, a yellow minifigure, a green minifigure, and a blue minifigure. And I see another blue head. Right over here.
Like a blue body, don't you?
There's a blue head.
Then that's green. Wait, what is this for?
Maybe we haven't actually won the turquoise one.
Can't find the red head.
All right, let's look for green pants. I see them.
Yeah.
All right, we have our 4 minifigures built, and let's slide this way. Put your minifigures right up here. And I'm going to show you what our directions are going to look like. So our directions have a different colored minifig, which is going to show what each person's job is. So each of you are going to have 2 jobs, since I have 2 of you. You're going to each pick up a minifigure, and then that's what you are going to be building. So red and yellow, here are your directions.
Red and yellow.
I'll take yellow then.
It's red.
Red and yellow.
So you guys can start the building. If you're using this in your classroom, once you've given everybody a part, and so these kits are designed to be working with 4 students, you're going to build a couple things. We're building a wave machine, a cliff, a beach house. So I'm going to give you guys 6 minutes to build. So I believe that you can do it. Move my picture-in-picture out of the way. And you guys have about 5 minutes to build this up.
Okay.
And I'll, of course, help as you go.
Okay.
While you guys build, I'm going to move over. If you're just now joining us with YouTube Live, we're using the Lego Science K through 2 kit. We are working on building a beach house as well as a wave machine. What piece are you looking for?
It's the gray piece with the stone.
Four pieces with studs pointing straight. Four pieces. All right. So I see my green minifig, my yellow minifig, and my red minifig are finished. Henry, how can we help you?
Okay, thanks. Oh, thank you.
Is that everything for your part of the build?
That's all.
So we're ready to turn the page.
Yep.
The whole team has finished what they've made.
Yep.
So now we're ready to put everything together. Let's see. Let's have you guys come build right here under the camera, right there.
Okay.
Get this out of the way. That way the folks that are watching what you guys are doing can see what you're making.
Okay.
All right, so you've built that, matches the picture. You two keep on going.
I think that's.
I think that matches the picture. We're ready to turn the page. All right, we've got 4 new jobs. Our blue character is going to be building something. Our green character is building something different.
So I'm blue and green.
And here are the parts.
Yeah, put it right there.
That's perfect. Do that. And just build right up here. So what we've done so far in this getting started guide is we began with setting up your teacher account. You go to teach.legoeducation.com. You'll either create an account or link your Lego account so that you can access the lessons, whether or not you're a kindergarten teacher through an 8th grade teacher. You can access those lessons. After we did that, we unboxed our Lego Science Kit. Today we're doing the Lego Science K through 2 kit. Unlike the Lego Spike or the Lego Brick Q, there's really not a website that you go to that walks you through unboxing and organizing your kit. There was just that piece of paper. But we organized our materials. We sorted everything by color, which is helping our students to put together their pieces a little bit more effectively, since they know where to find each piece. After we organized our kit and unboxed everything, then we started our sample lesson. And our sample lesson is this lesson all about erosion. So we are building a beach house, and we are trying to build a beach house that is not going to be as affected by the waves. So we're on our second set of directions. We only have 2 students right now. This is designed to be made in groups of 4, but since we have 2 students, we can give each of them 2 different minifigures so they know which parts to build. Is anybody looking for any particular piece?
I think we have them all.
Think you have them all? All right. Blue, are you finished with your piece
Yep.
that you're building?
Yeah, I'm finished with both of them.
Green, are you finished with yours?
Yep.
Red, are you finished with yours?
Yes.
Yellow, are you finished with yours?
Not quite.
What do you
All right,
need?
so I see we need the hardware and we need the 2 big tires.
There.
And we're ready to go on to the next page. So now we're going to show you how to put everything together. That looks right to me. Also looks right. Our hardware hub is going to be attached.
Okay.
Great. Looks like we're ready for the next page.
Wait, I need to attach that right.
So right here we have these 2 loose tires, and then we have a smooth stop to it. We're going to put that base that we built, it looks like we're putting a house right on top of it. It's a little precariously perched up there. So now it looks like, if we go to page 88, it's a different section. So we are done with our directions. We have built everything like it should be built. I think I'm going to move this so we can now see it here. And let's get focus on that. There we go. So the way we turn this hub on, there is no coding that goes on with this Lego Science Kit. And that is something different than what I've seen before with Lego Education. We push the button on the end, and I hear it turn on. And then according to our directions, we should just turn it a little bit. And that activates our motor. So what do you guys see happening as our erosion or our waves
Looks
hit
like
the shore?
all the waves are pushing up against that barrier, and it's pushing it down.
So this right here with these black bars hanging out, what do those black bars represent?
The waves.
The waves, you got it. Those represent the waves. And I'm starting to see that our model is spinning, so I'll just hold it still.
No. It looks like it's almost gone. Oh no.
Oh no.
Now you have a houseboat.
The waves have caused our house to fall into the ocean. We'll
Yep.
hold it still and it just turned off on us. Let's try another thing with this tub and just see. Try just spinning it all the way around and see what happens.
Huh.
So that's another option.
Nice.
And we'll stop it. So we set it in motion by turning it, and the waves were kept hitting our house. Let's go back to our lesson and see what we should go through. So we start the wave machine. What happened over time?
It broke.
What broke?
The house.
The house broke. Why did the house break?
When the support
Waves are
spun
too
for that. Yeah, when the
The waves were too strong and the supports weren't holding very well.
Yeah. So we asked some questions. What happened over time as the waves crashed into the soil? So if these tires represent the soil, what happened to the soil?
soil eroded away. It kind of just gave way and fell into the ocean.
Absolutely. Gave way and fell. How did this affect our beach house?
It went splat.
It went splat. So it fell
Or
right
splash, I guess.
down. It did go splash.
Yeah, for being reasonable.
So the waves are eroding the soil below the house. Can you build a solution that the house will stay safe while the waves continue to hit the cliff? Can you two work together to try to come up with something you could add on to this? Oh, I turned it on. Let's put our house back together.
Let's make it so the house has like stuff on the bottom so that when it falls in, it just becomes a houseboat.
Can you come up with a way to help protect the house while the waves continue to hit the cliff? And so in this portion of the lesson, you have another timer that you can set. So in a traditional classroom, you could set the timer. If you're in a smaller group or a tutoring session, you can absolutely set that timer to keep you on track. But you can also give more time if you're getting some really cool ideas, or give a little bit less time if they've got a great solution that you're ready to discuss. But the timers are right there in the lesson plan, ready to go. And we can also define eroding. So eroding is the slow breaking down of land by water, wind, or ice. So we're taking a couple minutes to try to build some sort of solution to protect our house so it can stay safe, even though the waves are going to continue hitting the cliff.
Can we actually edit the house? Can we
That's fine with me.
put something on the bottom?
I'm not going to worry too much about what you guys do.
And I think please make a houseboat.
I just want to do stilts. We can make a houseboat and add stilts. I think.
If you're just now tuning into this live video, we are doing an erosion lesson using our Lego Science K through 2 kit.
No, stop it.
We just did an experiment where we had waves crashing against the soil
I'm sorry.
on a cliff by the beach. And so now we're trying to come up with a way to protect that beach house. How can we make some changes to protect the beach house, even though we know that we're going to get waves constantly hitting it? If you guys think you have a solution, go ahead and test it out. You can just spin that hub around a little bit so that it starts moving. And you can see if it survives.
Make it go any faster.
I don't think we can make it go any faster. That seems to be the speed.
Seems like it works.
Wait, can I put one on the other side too? So if the waves come from the other direction, it'll still work.
Don't think that's a bad idea.
What?
Now, do you see the tires moving just a little bit down in there?
Yeah, that's why I want to put it so it doesn't go so far to one side.
All right, talk to your partner, see.
Oh,
Oh, no.
dang it, Dalton.
Do you remember how to stop your hardware from moving? Yeah, you just hold it still. And
Can
we'll go to a
you
stop.
set it back up, Dalton? Partner. Oh, right. Can you set it back up?
So we tried one solution.
No.
We saw that maybe it wasn't perfect yet. So we're working on some other solutions. We're adding on to it to try to make it better.
We try a new one.
That's fine. Work with your partner.
Hey, can I try something?
Let's try to make the house.
That and wait, I've got another way that we could fix it.
Maybe like another one.
And we could put it like that. So.
Hold on. I haven't finished that.
Sorry. Wait, Dalton, I want to try something.
You guys are welcome to talk out loud so people who are watching
Okay.
you build can figure out what you're trying to do and keep trying to build right here so people can see what you're making.
Okay.
So far, we've added a little bit more to the house. We added a piece, and it was a curved piece, like for the roof. And then we added a window and a back curved piece.
Can I get something? Yep, put it back on.
And we did the exact same thing for the other side.
And then do like that. And then like you can attach. Oh wait, I need to add something.
Is that a propeller?
No, this is just so it doesn't so it doesn't, I guess, go like all crazy and stuff. Just so it lands correctly.
Here, what if we
I need to like stud.
use... Yeah, we do need a stud. What if we use this thing?
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's really,
like
really long.
a smaller.
I don't know if they have this.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Build on the plastic form.
Okay. Do you want to test it now and just see if this works?
Yeah, I guess so.
So what do you guys think is going to happen?
So, when this falls,
It'll like turn
it
into
turns into a houseboat.
Yeah.
And then you can cross the seas and have an even better view of the ocean.
Because you're
In
on
the
the
ocean.
and then you can just like try to get back up.
So we haven't reinforced the shore at all.
No.
We're expecting it to fall down again.
Yeah, if it.
Come on.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Dang it. Houseboat now.
All right, so this is the Lego Science hardware, and so it looks like you just start to turn it. Make it stop. Try this one more time.
Watching it mainly. Maybe you need. Yeah. And then.
And so I see our waves. You're touching the shore. You're stopping so with your finger.
Stop it. This is like.
So I can slowly see that tire is moving out of place. That tire represents the soil,
Oh,
Upside down houseboat.
and our houseboat it landed upside down. I don't know that doing the houseboat is the best solution. I think trying to figure out a way to keep the soil in place is the ideal way to come up with a solution.
Stilts. That's what I mean. Stilts.
do you want to go back to that?
And then the one right here. Dang it. No, you have the one over there, so it's even. Or you know, we could also try using something a bit more like.
Okay, putting that in, and then this grass will hopefully hold that down in place.
It's more like a rope.
Kind of. Okay, so the stilts are in the ocean.
Yeah.
While they're still building, I want to show you
That's
the hardware down here at the bottom. So you've got some tools. You've got a timer that you can always make pop up. We can take a look at the model, which this shows us what it is we wanted to have built. We also have the option to click on hardware, and this shows you what to press and how to turn things to start. And so it looks like we needed to turn it all the way around. I'm noticing that as we set this up, sometimes it is going all the way around 360 degrees, and then other times it is just waving back and forth. So somehow you can make it do different things along those lines. So let's check that in and see what their solution looks like. They have built, looks like some supports on both sides of the soil that should hold it still.
And there also might be
And
like.
we just want it to keep turning all the way around the whole time.
So I'm gonna twist that all the way.
Cool, that worked. So we've changed the direction, and I see the bars are hitting. Let's scoot this back this way. Against the soil, but the soil doesn't seem to be moving. It seems to be trapped in there.
Yeah, we could also try putting one of them in the very front. So
Oh, that one caught a big piece of soil, but it got stopped by the beam on the other side.
yeah.
Oh no! It's an earthquake.
And then dang it. Okay, I think we could try to put one in the middle.
So we've got lots of different ways. Let's close out this lesson because the purpose of what we wanted to show you today was how to unbox your Lego Science Kit, how to put together your organization of your kit, and then how to get access to those lessons. If your school is switching over to the Lego Science curriculum, you can start accessing those lessons right away. Or if you want to take a look and see if those lessons match up with what you'd like to do, you can do that. I also think a lot of these we can build with our Lego Spike Essential Kit. So if you have a Lego Spike Essential Kit, you could sign up to get these teaching lessons. And I bet we can come up with some pretty good modifications because this right here, this hardware is basically just a Spike Essential hub with two motors attached to it. I bet there's a gyro sensor inside. And I imagine we can code a lot of things very similar to it. So let's go close out this lesson. We're going to go back to our teach.legoeducation.com website and take a look at the last couple of slides. Now, these lessons should take you 40 to 45 minutes. We've definitely rushed through this, but I'm only doing it with 2 students. So pretty easy to make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. So my guys, what did you build to keep the beach house safe from erosion?
Why do you keep doing that?
We built studs.
No, like pillars.
Over here.
Some kind of pillar things.
Built some pillar things.
Yeah, that like hold the area down so it doesn't move too much. And also so the waves just hit it instead of hitting the soil.
So we built some pillars to hold things together.
Instead of
What other solutions did we try?
houseboat.
We tried putting floats on the bottom of the boat, but that didn't go great.
That didn't go great. If you had a classroom full of students, this would be a fantastic time to say, find somebody else who built something similar to you and share how they're similar. Now find somebody who had something different than you. Share how those models are different. Here are some real world examples of how we control erosion. So sometimes we build walls up or a retaining wall, and that will hold the land back. There are many solutions for the effects of erosion. We live in South Carolina, and beach erosion is a major concern. We were recently at Ocean Isle Beach and saw lots of houses that had fallen down into the ocean. So we think it's important to control erosion, to keep the land where it is, and to have water be rediverted so that it doesn't take away the soil or the land. All right, our camera has overheated. So that is telling me it's time to start wrapping up our lesson. Finally, draw a picture of your erosion solution, label the parts you added that will reduce the impact of the water on the house, and then it's time to clean up. Thank you so much for watching our video today. Be sure to like and subscribe so that you can stay with us as we teach science using Lego robotics, either using the Lego K2 system or the Spike Essential system.